friends, welcome to my channel. This is my very first YouTube video on my Verified.T page. My real name is Tiffany, but Verified.T is like TEA or just like the letter T. It's like a play on word, if y'all get it. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the tea. So today's video is going to be about Shannon Sharpe and Kanye West, because right now in the industry and on social media, this is like a very big topic, especially Shannon Sharpe, y'all. We need to get into him. And so first we're gonna get into Shannon, and then we're gonna go into part 2 of Kanye West, because Kanye West, he dropped some very big allegations. He was saying that he did some interesting things to his cousin from the ages from 6 to 14. He put that in a new song that he put out called Cousins. So he has a lot going on. Shannon has a lot going on. So we're just gonna get into both of these men today. So like I said, y'all, my name is Tiffany and this is Verified.T, and we're gonna get into the tea. And so please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into this video. If y'all want to add anything, because I have a lot of notes, if y'all want to add anything, have anything to say, put that in the comments. And then y'all can follow me on my Instagram page, on my TikTok page. You know, everything is popping off right now. So please don't forget to comment, subscribe. I'll put my social media in the comments down below. So let's just get into this video. So first and foremost, I'm this type of blogger. Blogger, content creator, whatever y'all would like to call me. I like to introduce who I'm talking about, especially if y'all watch if y'all follow me on TikTok, which y'all should go follow me on TikTok at Verified.T. I'll put that in the description down below. But when I do my tea, I do it a little differently because, it could be people of all ages watch my content. So I like to make it as to where, like, not everybody doesn't know everybody, if that makes sense. So, for example, Shannon Sharpe, there's some people that just don't know who he is. So I like to, in my content, I like to, introduce y'all to who I'm talking about, right? So, like, I like to, have a little intro. I like to get into who I'm talking about. So the two men that we're going to talk about Kanye West today, and we're going to talk about Shannon Sharpe. So Shannon Sharpe, if y'all watch the show, he does Club Shay Shay, where people in the entertainment industry, they, go on his show. He interviews them. Club Shay Shay is really big. Like, I'm not going to take that away from Uncle Shannon. Like, Club Shay Shay is popping. The show is popping. Y'all remember, Kevin Hart, when he went on there, I think it was the beginning of 2024, and he like predicted everything that was going to go on in 2024, and everything like actually went on. So for a long time, Shannon Sharpe, he's been popping, and he's been popping like even before, because he used to play football. He was a very successful football player. So, and he won a lot of trophies. He was in the NFL. So he went from the NFL to being, he went from the NFL to being on ESPN. We're going to get into that. And then he went on to, being an interviewer. He has his own podcast called Club Shay Shay. So he's a very successful man. Like, I'm never going to, I don't take success away from anybody. He's a very successful man. But it's giving successful and it's giving kinky, because y'all, it's a lot going on. We're going to get into it. So so that's Shannon Sharpe. That's who he is. So like I say, a lot of people don't know who he is. A lot of people can just like randomly find my channel and they like my face, they like what I see. So I like to introduce who I talk about. So that was my little intro to Shannon Sharpe. He used to be a football player. He was on ESPN. I say was because he recently like stepped down like about an hour ago today. Like in real life, he stepped down from that because of everything that's going on. And so he was on ESPN. He was a football player, Club Shay Shay. If y'all look him up, y'all actually, this is Shannon Sharpe. And so he is a big person, you know. And so this was I want to say last year, don't quote me, but everybody, it was a random day. Everybody was minding, I feel like y'all know where I'm going with this. Everybody was minding their business. And suddenly, if you follow him on social media, I do now because there's a lot of tea on him, right? I had to press that follow button. If y'all don't follow him, go follow him on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. Go follow him, you know. And so last year, like I said, because it's April. I know it wasn't this year. I know it was last year. Please don't quote me though, but I think it was last year. Everybody was minding their business, and I don't even remember what day. On a random day, he was on Instagram Live, and you click his Instagram Live, and he's having intercourse on Instagram Live. And the camera, you can't hear nothing, but you can't see anything, but you can hear everything that is going on. You hear the bop, bop, bop. You hear the gayeka. You hear the 1, 2, the lady. Her name is Michelle. The reason why I know that her name is Michelle is because he was screaming her name in the audio. Actually, at this point, I'm gonna put, because this morning, someone sent me like that live from back then. They're like, yeah, like, because we were talking about Shannon Sharpe, because he's been a very big topic. And so they're like, oh, like, you know about Shannon Sharpe? Did you see that he was on IG and he was clapping cheeks and stuff like that? I was like, oh yeah, like that's old. To me, that's old news. Like, that, I processed that a long time ago, but everything's coming back up. I'm like, okay.
But he posted on his IG.
Now I remember that. And so, like I was saying, he was clapping cheeks on Instagram Live, right? The live lasted a minute, a good 30, I don't want to say 30, 45, but a good 20 minutes. Like, he was just bop, 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 bop. You could literally hear the clapping on the live, like live in the flesh. Like, this was crazy. And so it went viral. Michelle, allegedly, I don't know if anybody ever found Michelle's page. I don't think I ever found it. I don't think we ever knew who Michelle really was, but we know she was getting clapped from Shannon Sharpe. And so that happened. So he went live on IG, and of course he was embarrassed. He apologized to his friends and family, his fans, colleagues, peers, stuff like that. He was saying that he did not mean to. It was an honest mistake, allegedly. Like, the phone was like, I don't know how many phones he has, but he has money, so I know he has a lot of phones. But like, the phone was like flipped up as to where it looked like, have y'all ever like, I'm 27, by the way, and so I know a lot of people like my age, like, will like go live or something, but the phone like will not be like, I don't know how to say it. Like, it won't be face, like, it'll be face down. Or let's say a better example. Like, let's say you're on FaceTime and the phone is up, but it's not set up. But you can see everything. You can hear everything, but you can't see anything. That's how the phone was. It was like face down, but you couldn't see anything. You could just hear the clapping. And so he's like, I apologize. Like, it was an honest mistake. Like, I put my phone down and I accidentally went live. I don't know. Can we talk? I don't know how you can accidentally. How do you accidentally go live, right? Excuse me, because to go live, there's a lot of steps. I'm a big social media user. Me, number one. I feel like number one in the world is me. I use social media every single day, right? I know how to go live. on TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram. For example, Instagram, it's a lot of steps. You have to open your phone, right? You have to go swipe the story and then click the live, right? And so in my head, I'm like, how is that an accident? But you know, he is a man of a particular age, so you know, it could have been an accident. And that's perfectly fine. You know, a lot of older people don't know how to use social media. They just don't. They just don't know how to use it. They don't understand it. But he's successful. So we give it to him. And so that happened, right? That rose over. And so, you know, it was an honest mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. That was an honest mistake. He went live. We heard the clapping. Boom. That happens. Mind you, what's the date today, y'all? Today is the 24th. I think this was like 4 to 5 days ago. Once again, everybody's minding their business, and news comes out that Shannon Sharpe, he is being sued for $50 million over SA allegations. I will put that. He's being sued by at first they said, of course, because this was, you know, allegedly like a private situation. They said Jane Doe, she lives in Nevada, and they met at a gym, and Shannon was begging for her. Allegedly, Shannon. Hey, Shannon, if you're watching this, hey, I'm your niece. I'm so messy. And so he asked for her number, and allegedly, like, when he got it, he told her to like come to his mansion and come to in Beverly Hills, come to my mansion. And she was saying that he was like very demanding, very controlling, and very abusive. Let's talk about this woman. Her name is Gabriella Zuniga, right? Or Gabby for short. They call it Gabby. Gabby is 20 years old. This is the young woman that he met in the gym. And so, how old is Shannon Sharpe? Hold on, y'all. Let's see. I think, how old is Shannon? Wait, my computer's tripping, y'all. Hold on. How old is Shannon Sharpe? Because I don't want to get it wrong. Y'all are not about to clock my T, even though I'm clocking the T. 56. I thought he was 54. My God, today. Lord, blood of Jesus. Okay. I gave Uncle Shannon, I gave him 54 or even 52, but 56, I did not know he was 56. When is June 26th? So he's about to be 57. Blood of Jesus. Okay. So Shannon Sharpe, he's 56. She's 20 years old. 56 minus 20. I've never been good at math. I made it far in life. Y'all, 56 minus 20, what is that in the comments? And so he met this young woman at the gym, and you know, I'm not sure if he knew her age, because let's be frank, let's be honest. When you go to the gym, I don't know, I go to the gym often. Well, I need to. Well, I do. I'll say I do. Who goes to the gym in a full face of makeup? No, if you do, kudos to you, girl. But I don't know anybody that would go to the gym full face beat. Like, I don't know. But I'm saying, like, I say that all to say, not to be messy, but like, you'll see a real woman's age at the gym because she's sweating, doesn't have any makeup on. You know, I would think that you would see her age. And so he met her at a gym, and like I was saying, asked to come to the mansion. All that happened, and so I lost my train of thought. But so he asked her to go to the mansion, right? And so, this is going to get so. The Shannon Sharpe, he is a freak. He is a nasty. Let me explain. You know, Verified, you know, no. Let me explain why he's nasty, right? Because not, oh yeah, no. I was gonna say, people like we're gonna get into the Breakfast Club too, because DJ Envy, he was like 56 and 20, or they were even saying she was 19. So I don't know if she was 19. Now she's 20 or 21, right? But they were like, oh, like 56 and 20 is like not a big age difference. No, they didn't say that. They were like, she's legal, so it's like not. DJ Emmy was like, oh, she's legal, so it's like not. He won't go to jail or anything. Okay, I get it, right? A lot of people have, but this is a big debate, especially on social media. Like, how old is too old, or how old is too young? And I get it. You know, they're both adults. Do what you want to do. You want to clap cheeks. Everybody claps cheeks. The world claps cheeks. It's okay. But like, how? Like, what is the limit, right? Because I know a lot of girls my age like older men, and older men like younger girls. Or let's get into, the realty, the aunties right now, 35, 36, 35, 34, they like young 22-year-olds. So, the age difference thing came up too. And so that happened. And so, went to the gym. And so he said that the allegations that are out against him is a public shakedown. He was saying that Tony Busby, he's the one that was representing, like, he does like big cases, like from the Trey Songz to the Chris Browns to the Diddy's, like he's on those big cases. And so Shannon Sharpe, he was saying that this is like a public shakedown, like they're trying to come for a black man, stuff like that. So I'll let y'all take a look at what Shannon had to say.
I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly, on Onlyfans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do.
And so he says that. And so Gabby, of course, she sees this and... Oh, wait, no. Let me put her picture up here. This is Gabby. This is the young woman we're talking about today. Hey, Gabby, if you're watching, hey, subscribe to the channel. And so, yeah, public shakedown. So, Tony Busby, let me get back into that. Tony Busby, he represents a lot of people. He's representing this young woman, right? And so he was saying, Tony, he had a lot to say too. So I'll let y'all take a look what Tony had to say. So Gabby, she was dropping receipts after 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 receipts, receipt. Like, she was like, she dropped an audio of her saying, of Shannon saying that he wanted to like choke her, and he wanted to just, my thing about it is maybe I don't.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do with the shit you did to me.
Okay, well,
You know what happened. I wasn't in the room, so I'm not gonna say, like, oh, this, that, and the third. Maybe, like, because everybody has, certain kinks. Maybe it was one of those things where it was like, he was like, oh yeah, I'ma choke you, but like he was saying it like in a freaky dinky way. If y'all get what I mean. I don't know. Maybe he was saying like, I'm gonna choke you, like I'm going to choke you literally. But it sounds like they were just like, that's just how they talk. They're freaky. He's freaky, she's freaky. And it was just in the text messages. And unfortunately, she used it against him, because how is it out? Why were you recording? You see what I'm trying to say? Why were you recording this? Why was this the plan? If that makes sense to y'all. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, why? I feel like when people record conversations, you have a motive. And obviously, if he knew, he wouldn't have said that if he knew that she was recording. And so that happened. And so she dropped that, and then she dropped, y'all, oh my God. She dropped Gabby, she's messy. Wait, no, she's not messy. She was just, she's getting her point across. Like, you want to say this, I'm going to say that. She dropped receipts, and she was saying, like, she wants Shannon to, like, put a big black baby in her. Like, y'all are nasty. Freaked out and nasty. And I will let y'all take a look at those screenshots. And so that happened. And so he, all that happened. He was saying that he wanted to choke her. Now she's saying that, like, he's saying that it was 100, he swears it was 100% consensual. Consensual means, for the people that don't know what consensual means, consensual is like, we agreed to, clap cheeks, pretty much. Like, he's saying it wasn't, Shannon, I'm not saying it. Shannon is saying that it was not, he's saying that it's not what she's making it out to be, like the RAPE. He's saying that she agreed, he agreed, they're both consenting adults, which they are, and they decided to, do the do, and that's just that. But now, even his friends are saying that he said that everything was consensual, but of course, she's saying that it wasn't. She was saying that she was RAPED, and if she was, woman to woman, I'm sorry. No woman deserves that. No woman, no woman deserves that at all. So I'm gonna be the first one to say, I'm sorry, Gabby. And to any victim out there, this is not a key. This is serious. If she was, I'm sorry. Now, mind you, before these allegations came out, Shannon Sharpe, he signed $100 million deal. So, mind you, Shannon Sharpe, he told her, he knew the story was going to come out, so he was trying to pay her, like, on the back end, like, okay, she wants 50 million. He wanted to pay her 10 million. She said, nope, I'm going to put the story out. You're not doing what I say. I'm going to expose you. And that's what she did. Now they're saying that he's saying that it's like a shakedown of because she wants money. That's what Shannon Sharpe is saying. That's what his attorney's saying. That's what his people are saying. Mind you, here I live in Atlanta, so it's 5:33. About an hour ago or so, I just saw on Shannon Sharpe's Instagram, because I follow him now. He put on his story that he will be because y'all, like I said, he used to work for ESPN as like a sports, news anchor person. He has now stepped down from that. He was saying that he will be back, but right now stuff is too hot and he's just gonna step away from ESPN. And they were saying that I didn't understand this, because in the screenshot that he put it on his Twitter and he put it on his Instagram story, people were like, his lawyer definitely sent that to him, because it's in iMessage and it looks like he just like screenshotted it and posted it, but that's neither here or there, but he said that he will be, stepping down right now. Stuff is too hot. He said that he will be back when the NFL season does start, but for right now, he will be taking a break. Now for Gabby, she hasn't said anything. I forgot to add, she is a OnlyFans model, so she does her thing on OnlyFans. And yeah, that's that for right now. Of course, I'm the tea spiller. I spill the tea. I'm up to date on everything that is going on, especially right now. So when more tea comes out, I will let y'all know. Now let's get into some celebrities that had a lot to say about Shannon right now, because the girls are talking. So the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy, like I was saying, the Breakfast Club, they were talking about everything that is going on. So I will let y'all take a look at what the Breakfast Club had to say, and then comment down below, how do y'all feel about what they said, right? And then Boosie, he had a lot to say. He was Uncle Boosie, he's a kiki. He was saying that that's why you're not supposed to mess with the snow bunnies. He didn't say that word for word, but that's pretty much what he was saying. So he put that on his Twitter, so I'll let y'all take a look. That. And so yeah, y'all, those are just some of a lot of celebrities, are coming out and talking about the situation, because this is a very, 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 very hot topic. Every time I post a video on this, like, the views go up, because it's in right now. And so that's that for the Shannon Sharpe situation. Comment down below how y'all feel about part 1 of this video, about the Shannon Sharpe situation. Is this a public shakedown? Like I was saying, I hope this is not what it is, right? Because in the text messages, a lot of people on social media, in the comments I was reading, they were like, yeah, this definitely like sounds like a public shakedown, like she just wants money. Mind you, he just signed a $100 million deal, so she's coming for his pockets, right? But at the same time, it's like, I hope, I wasn't in the room, you weren't in the room, this lip gloss wasn't in the room. Like, we don't know. The only people that know what happened is Shannon, Gabby, and God. Those are the 3 people that really know what happened. But, let me stop kidding. But hopefully, things work out. Hopefully the truth comes out. Maybe they can settle. Maybe if things get crazier. Because, like I always say, like I was telling my mom yesterday, like, more girls are going to come out. I feel like, because this is definitely, I call this like the domino effect, right? Boom, boom, boom. When we've seen this with R. Kelly, hello, Mr. Kelly. We've seen this with R. Kelly. We've seen this with Bill Cosby. We've seen this with Trey Songz. We've seen this with like, when one person comes out, like 40 to 50 other people come out, and they, so hopefully it's not a domino effect. Hopefully things work out. Like I said, maybe they can settle on the back end. Who knows? We don't know what tomorrow brings. So we'll just have to see about that. So that's my, you know, my takeaway from Shannon Sharpe. My people always like to ask, because in all my videos I'm like, what are y'all thoughts on this story? My thoughts on this story is I hope that it's not what I think it is. I hope it's not what we think it is, you know. I hope she wasn't hurt, because she is young. She is a woman, but she is young. You know, I like to call like 20 and 19-year-olds like baby adults. Like, she's a young woman, literally. Like, even in the eyes of the law, she's a woman, but she is a young woman. So I personally hope that she wasn't hurt, she wasn't abused. I hope she wouldn't lie on him, you know. So my opinion is that, I don't know, we'll just see what's about to happen with that. So that's part 1 of the video. Part 2, let's get into Kanye. Whoo, Kanye West. So a couple days ago, yeah, it was a couple days ago, like me, you know, my at home, minding my business. Suddenly, Kanye West, he comes out with he put on X, if y'all don't follow Kanye, go follow him on X, because it goes down. Okay? He put on his, not Instagram, he put on X, aka Twitter, that he used to, you know, do sexual things with his cousin from the ages of 6 to 14, right? He was saying that I'll let y'all take a look at the tweet. He was saying that he feels guilty because he's the one that introduced, I guess, whether it was at his mom's house or his dad's house, they had some, you know, Playboy magazines. Y'all know Playboy. Y'all don't be nasty. Y'all know Playboy. I know Playboy, right? They had magazines, and I guess Kanye West showed his cousin those magazines. They acted out what they saw in the magazines, right? And so Kanye West, he released a song called Cousins, where he was saying in the song, like, he used to, you know, bop his male cousin. Well, yeah, male cousin. He used to do sexual things with his male cousin from ages 6 to 14, which is very, very sad. Very, very common. Whoo, Lord, very common, very sad. And his cousin is like in jail or something like that. And then they were saying that I should have gotten into that. They were saying like his cousin had a laptop that he bet, like, it's just a lot with the cousin. But yeah, y'all, Kanye, he was, you know, I don't know. He just put that him and his male cousin used to do stuff from ages 6 to 14. A lot of people are saying, you know, is that why he's like that? Is that why is he hurting? Obviously, he would hurt by this, Tiff. Like, come on now. But like, he just, stuff happened in his childhood, and he's opening up, and he happened to put that on Twitter. So I'll let y'all take a look at that tweet. And so after that, he hasn't really said anything. Y'all know Kanye. Kanye is Kanye. He's just he hasn't said anything about that. He just released a song. I don't know if the song is released. I heard the song. I don't know if it's released, but he did put that on his Twitter. It's still up on his Twitter. He did not delete it, so it's up. And what are y'all thoughts on that? You know, like I said, that is very common. Sad, but common, if y'all know what I mean. And that's the Kanye stuff. Very, very sad when you think about it, because it's like, I think of Kanye West, they say like, I miss the old Kanye. Like, for me, Kanye West, I grew up listening to him, so it's like, now that I think about like all his songs, like Good Life and Strong, like he's been through a lot, and it's sad. So, you know, my thoughts and prayers are with Kanye West. If he is going through anything, I hope he gets better. You know, wow. Even making this video, I'm like, dang, that's very sad. from ages 6 to 14. So 16, 17, I mean, not 16, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that 5, 6, 7. So that's almost 9 years of, whew, that is heavy. That is heavy, that is sad, and that is nasty. Okay? But anywho, that's that with the Kanye stuff and the Shannon Sharpe stuff. I really, really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell everybody to come subscribe to Verified.T, because I'm gonna start, you know, I've been sick, so I really haven't been I've been trying to do, if y'all follow me on TikTok, I've been trying to do, you know, my tea, but I've been sick. But, you know, it's, you know, a little setback for a major comeback, you know. So I'm back with the videos. There's so much tea happening. So, you know, as the tea is coming out, I'm going to, you know, start posting more, engaging more, going live more. This is going to be my first video up on this page, y'all. So please like, comment, support it, share it. Please follow me on all of my social media platforms, Verified.T, Instagram page, and my TikTok. I will put everything down below. Until next time, until more tea is out, I will see y'all. I hope everybody has an amazing, blessed day. Bye, y'all.